Good morning, coming to you from in the tandem. It's a lot of dew on the ground, so we aren't going to be able to combine for a few hours. We have this one last bin of tough grain to dry, so we're just up here now getting a load. Gonna take it down, put it in the dryer, get the dryer going, then I'm gonna head up and fix that water. Okay, we're gonna tackle this a different route now. My wife got a big bucket of gravel here. I put that platform down just to cover the stuff so she doesn't, the gravel don't fall in the hole, because that's all underground power and water. So she's gonna dump it right on top. We're gonna spread it around, make a nice pad, set this water back on top, round a little bit, and it should make a nice pad for these guys. Okay, so hopefully that's enough. You're gonna just dump it all? Oh wow, big spender. Okay, so now I'm just gonna do a little bit of raking around that pile, make it nice and smooth, and then we can set the water back on top, and hopefully it won't just be a big mud puddle there all the time, because nobody likes that. Okay, so I think this all worked out pretty good. We got the gravel dumped here. We're not going to rake it around too nice and fancy of a job, because the cows are just going to walk on it anyways, and the horses. I put a new float water valve in there, and it seems to have stopped filling, so hopefully it won't be running over all the time. One thing we got to do yet, I'm going to drill a hole in here so my wife can hook her garden hose up, because she's going to use that for the winter to water the chickens. Also, another neat thing, and it's, you know, back to the fact that lots of farmers are salvage artists. This piece of wood, whatever this was, little step, was sitting in these cattle sheds over there. It was in there for, I don't know, forever. And we kept moving it around thinking, oh, what are we going to use that for one day? So I brought it over to the water there, and I set it over top of the hoses coming out of the ground, so when she dumped the gravel didn't go down the hole and all around that stuff. Worked perfect for that. And then I was walking it back over to the cattle sheds, and I looked over here and I was like, geez, that's a high step. My wife doesn't have a step over there, so now it's gonna live here. Moral of the story, don't be too quick to throw stuff away. Not everything needs to end up in the landfill or in the ditch on the side of the road. It's quite unsightly to drive around and look at mounds of garbage, and garbage in the ditch and garbage in the fields and garbage in the parking lots and garbage all over. So if we limit our trash quantity, we'll all be better off. Enough said. So we're just gonna get ready to go combining. Just up here checking the oil. Oil is good. Seems to be a little bit of a, not sure what all this nonsense is. That's I think there might have been a line leaking there. I think my dad tightened that up. Not too sure. We'll keep an eye on it anyways. So I didn't think this was running all that good, but in the time it took me to just get a ride back half a mile, get the Super Bee and come back, they were already both full, so I don't know, it might be running better than I thought. Definitely a bit weedy. It's all gonna have to be dried because of the weeds alone. The weeds are wet. So, but it's 26 degrees, so drying goes fast. So Dad and I were gonna go back to the yard and get set up so we can put the tough grain back in those bins with the air fans on them. He's drying grain the whole time, and they are combining.